Buzz. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we need to talk about something that honestly shook a lot of fans. And if you've been anywhere near K-pop Twitter, TikTok, or basically the entire internet this week, you already know what I'm talking about. The future of ZEROBASEONE has officially been announced. And yes, it's emotional, complicated, and definitely worth unpacking together. Because this isn't just another update. This is one of those moments in K-pop that really reminds us how unique project groups are and how attached we get to them. Let's start with the core announcement. WAKEONE has officially confirmed that ZEROBASEONE will continue activities, but with a 5-member lineup. The members who will remain are Sung Hanbin, Kim Joo-woong, Sok Matthew, Kim Tae-rae, and Park Gun-wook. Now let that sink in for a second. We're talking about a group that debuted as 9 members, built their identity, chemistry, and entire brand around that number, and now they're entering a completely new phase. According to the agency's statement, this decision came after long and sincere discussions between the members, their respective agencies, and WAKEONE. And honestly, that wording is important because it tells us this wasn't some sudden, dramatic fallout. This sounds like something that has been carefully negotiated behind the scenes. But of course, even when something is expected, it doesn't make it easier. I want to be really honest with you guys here. When I first read the news, my immediate reaction wasn't excitement or curiosity. It was that weird, heavy feeling of, wait, what? Even though ZEROBASEONE was always known to be a project group, even though we all knew the contract length from the very beginning, there is still something shocking about seeing the lineup actually change. Because while project groups are temporary in theory, emotionally, they never feel temporary. Right? You watch their debut, their first comeback, their variety shows, their chaotic moments, their growth, and suddenly they just feel permanent in your life. So seeing the phrase continue as 5 members instantly triggers that bittersweet feeling. And I know I'm not the only one who felt that way. Now let's talk about the other side of the story. The 4 members who will be leaving ZEROBASEONE are Zhang Hao, Ricky, Kim Gyuvin, and Han Yujin. They will be returning to YH Entertainment. And wow, that lineup of names really hits hard. Each of these members brought something incredibly distinct to the group. Different charms, visuals, personalities, performance styles. So naturally, fans are processing a mix of sadness, nostalgia, and curiosity about what's next for them. What I find interesting is that, as of now, YH Entertainment hasn't released a detailed statement about their future plans, which means speculation is already running wild. Solo debuts, a new boy group, acting, variety, subunits. Honestly, this is where things get really exciting but also nerve-wracking as fans. Let's zoom out for a moment and talk about something bigger. ZEROBASEONE was formed through Boys Planet, which means from day one, they were structured as a project group with a fixed contract period of 2.5 years. This model is not new in K-pop. We've seen it before. Groups that are designed with a built-in expiration date. And yet, every single time, fans go through the same emotional roller coaster. Because logically, we understand the system. Emotionally, we absolutely do not accept it. There's always this tiny hope like, maybe they'll extend, maybe they'll stay together, maybe something magical will happen. So when announcements like this arrive, it feels like reality crashing into fandom dreams. Now here's the part that feels especially cinematic. WAKEONE has confirmed that all 9 members will reunite for the Here and Now World Tour Encore concert at KSPO Dome in Seoul from March 13 to 15, 2026. And honestly, this is going to be one of those legendary concerts. You just know the atmosphere is going to be insane. The emotions, the fan chants, the tears, the speeches, everything. These kinds of concerts are never just performances. They become memories, closure, celebration, and heartbreak all at the same time. If you've ever watched farewell stages or final concerts from other project groups, you know exactly what I mean. It's beautiful, but it hurts. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. How will ZEROBAE feel as a 5-member group? Because this is not just about numbers, it's about dynamics. Group chemistry changes, line distributions change, stage formations change. Even the overall vibe can shift dramatically. Some fans are worried, some fans are curious, some fans are actually excited to see a more focused lineup. Personally, I think it's going to be fascinating to watch. 5-member groups often have very tight performance structures, more individual spotlight, more defined roles, sometimes even stronger cohesion. But at the same time, there will inevitably be moments where fans feel the absence of the other members, and that's completely natural. Let's shift the energy slightly, because while it's easy to focus on what's ending, there's also a beginning happening here. Zhang Hao, Ricky, Kim Gyuvin, and Han Yujin are not disappearing. They're stepping into new chapters. And historically, this is where things often get really interesting. Project group alumni frequently go on to build incredibly successful careers, sometimes even bigger than during the project era. New groups, solo careers, acting breakthroughs. So instead of viewing this purely as a loss, it can also be seen as expansion. More content, more concepts, more possibilities. Now I really want to hear from you guys, because this kind of news always divides opinions. Are you happy ZEROBASEONE is continuing? Do you wish they had stayed as 9? Are you more excited for the future of the departing members? Or are you still processing everything? There is no correct reaction here. Some fans feel hopeful, some fans feel devastated, some fans feel both at the same time. And honestly, that's the reality of being a K-pop fan. If I had to sum up my feelings in one sentence, it would be this: bittersweet, but not tragic. Because yes, something is ending, but something is also continuing, and multiple new journeys are beginning. I think the key here is perspective. Instead of framing this as ZEROBASEONE lost 4 members, we can also frame it as ZEROBASEONE evolves, and 4 artists start new paths. Both narratives are true, and both deserve space. Moments like this are important in K-pop culture. They remind us how fast things move, how dynamic careers are, and how temporary phases can still have permanent emotional impact. ZEROBASEONE's story, whether as 9 or 5, is already part of K-pop history. And for fans, the memories don't shrink just because the lineup changes. At the end of the day, supporting idols means supporting change. It means celebrating growth, even when that growth leads to separation, restructuring, or unexpected turns. And if there's one thing K-pop constantly teaches us, it's that endings are rarely absolute endings. They're transitions. So whether you're staying with ZEROBASEONE as 5, following the departing members, or doing both, your fandom experience is valid. Now I really want to know your thoughts, so go down to the comments and tell me honestly how you feel about this news. Let's talk like we always do. ZB1’s signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.